Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA on Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that I think are great value bets for the Tuesday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, guys. Your support, as always, has been absolutely awesome here at the channel. I just want to say, as always, I appreciate all of you. Be sure to check out our community Discord page as well. We'll have a link down in the comment section and in the description where you can check that out. Really is just a great way to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We have a lot of great cappers in there posting research and bets for the evening. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick announcement here for you guys. I will be going to a concert today, so we are unlikely to have a video tomorrow, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that on Wednesday. If I could somehow get something up tomorrow, I will, but as of right now, I'd say it's pretty unlikely. We're going to plan on returning to videos on Thursday. So just wanted to let you guys know about that real quick. Now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. You'll notice this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a link down below in the comment section and in the description. There's also a join button down below where you guys can check that out. Now, bear in mind, if you guys are interested in doing that, it doesn't work great on phones sometimes. It works best from a desktop as far as signing up for that program. So just so you guys know that the mobile thing is a little finicky sometimes. But yeah, be sure to check that out. Okay, now our results from the previous episode. So it was a great day, guys, for our comic cappers. Our comic cappers absolutely crushed it. We had a lot of great call-outs. We had One Must Fall calling the Toronto Raptors -3.5 spread versus the Nets. Cashed that one easily. We had Got to Get the Bag, a legend in the chat as well, calling the D'Angelo Russell over 26.5 points plus assists. Cashed that one as well. We had Vandy Man calling the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 1.5 steals. He finished with 3. So great call out there from the Vandy Man. We had Jeremy White calling the De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points. Cashed that one as well. And we had Mel City calling the DeMar DeRozan under 29.5 points there for the Chicago Bulls. Was able to cash that as well. So great call outs from our comment cappers. As far as the stream results, very good episode for us. We went 3-1. And the one loss we had, I'd say, is sad. I'll get to that here in a second. But we were able to cash the Timberwolves -2.5 spread. We cashed the Steven Adams over 10.5 rebounds. He got there easily. And we also cashed our added comment play of the Kobe White over 2.5 threes. A little bit of a sweat there, but he did get there at the end. Like I said, I do post an added play sometimes later in the day, which is what I did here. I post it in the comment section, pin comment, on our Twitter page and in our Discord. Now, the best place I'd say to see it by itself is on our Twitter. Twitter is probably the easiest way to get updated on it. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter as well. I won't likely have an added play today, but for the future, that's where I put, that's where added plays I'd say are easiest to be seen. Now, our one loss that we had, Chris Middleton, the only reason we really missed it was because of the blowout. I mean, he had 26 PRAs through the third quarter and just didn't play in the fourth because the Bucks absolutely destroyed the Hornets. So, really nothing we could do about that. I didn't anticipate that game being a blowout like it was. I thought it'd be relatively close, just given the history the Hornets have had versus the Bucks. I know they were on a back-to-back, but still expected more fight from the Hornets in that spot, and we got none of it. The Bucks were up by 30-plus a lot of that game. But what can you do? Still 3-1 that episode, guys. We're still on a 60-29-1 run. So I would say, I'm very comfortable with that. So let's keep it going here today. Let's get this 3-0. Let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are going with Luka Doncic over 9.5 assists here versus the Los Angeles Lakers at +112 odds. So Doncic is 8 out of his last 13 to this line. Now, it is worth mentioning, he is 1 out of his last 6, though. He had 7 straight. Now he's gone 1 of his last 6. Well, I actually think he gets back on track here, though. This is a terrific matchup here with the Lakers. Lakers allowing the 2nd most assists in the NBA to point guards, the 4th most overall. So they are obviously not a great defensive team, and they give up a lot of assists, particularly the point guards. The games that he actually missed his assist line made sense. They were not great matchups. He played Golden State. He played the Miami Heat, played the Clippers twice, and he played the Pelicans. All 5 of those games, because he played the Clippers twice, all 5 of those games, those teams are, top 15 versus point guards as far as assists allowed. So, to me that made sense, particularly with Miami and Golden State, obviously. He only had 2 assists versus Golden State, which obviously, we don't love to see that. We say that we love to see it, but we don't love to see that. We'd love to see, Doncic knocking on his lines. But that's why we're getting value here, though, too, guys. That's why on a 9.5 assist line, we're getting a lot of value here on Luka Doncic. So, honestly, I think he's going to cruise past this. I honestly see him getting, about 12, 13 assists this game. Hopefully, this is another one of those things. Hopefully, this doesn't turn into a crazy blowout and he's sitting on 8 or 9 after the third quarter. I don't anticipate that. This is a 5-point spread. I think he could get there through the third quarter anyway, but, the last time we took Doncic assist, he treated us very well in a sense, but the refs almost messed it up. He ended up getting there with 10 assists. I forgot which game it was versus. I think it was versus the Hawks. Another great matchup. So that's the reason we took it that day as well. And I think Doncic only played 20 minutes, and he still got there. So I'm anticipating him in a great matchup here. Getting in. The last time he played the Lakers, he had 13 assists. That was last year. I didn't take a lot of the historical data into account in this because we're looking at Russell Westbrook, not as much the Lakers. This is more about Russell Westbrook. And versus Russell Westbrook, Doncic is actually 3 of his last 4 when he takes on Russell Westbrook in matchups, including 20 assists last outing. So that's what I like to see, for sure. We love to see that. Now, it's the matchup with Russell Westbrook that we're focused on here, guys. I think, obviously, I think he'll dominate that matchup. And obviously, Doncic is one of the most gifted passers that we have in basketball. He's averaging 18 potential assists in his last 13 games. That's 5th in the NBA. He's got an adjusted assist line of 11.5. So very solid there on Doncic. Love the plus value as well, guys. I'm never afraid of plus value, just so you guys know. We have a couple of them here today. So love it there for our number 1 pick, Luka Doncic, over 9.5 assists here for the Dallas Mavericks at plus 112 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're rolling with Marcus Smart, over 9.5 rebounds plus assist at plus 110 odds. So once again, great plus value. Now, if you had to pick between the two as far as rebounds or assists, I'd take his assist at over 5.5. That's what we actually took the last time in this matchup here with the Atlanta Hawks. We cashed fairly easily there. He finished with 7 assists that day. But Smart here, 5 out of his last 6 to this line versus the Atlanta Hawks. Very solid. 5 out of his last 5 in Boston to the assist line. So that's why I mentioned the assist. Now, why do I want to throw the rebounds in there? Well, Smart has actually gotten 5+ rebounds in 4 of the last 5 games versus the Atlanta Hawks, which is above his rebound line. His rebound line's 3.5 for this game. And like I said, 4 of his last 5, he's got 5+ rebounds. 5 rebounds in 2 of them, and 6 rebounds in the other 2, which obviously we love that. So I think we're getting some extra value here with the rebounds. That's why I wanted to throw that in there. Smart overall, 10 out of his last 15 to this line as well, which is very solid. I mean, that's kicking around 67% cashing, and in a pretty solid matchup here with the Hawks. Hawks allow the most assists in the NBA to point guards. Now, they do allow the 4th fewest rebounds to point guards, technically, but like I said, Marcus Smart has rebounded just fine versus his team. Some of his better rebound games came versus the Hawks, so honestly, I do like to see that. He's averaging 9.9 potential assists in his last 15 games with an adjusted assist line of 6.4. That's obviously very solid here, and like I said, if you're taking one prop for this, you can't do rebounds and assists. Take the assist at over 5.5. It's very solid there. You can still take his rebounds as well, but I like his assists still a little bit more in this matchup. And Smart has really done very solid, versus the Atlanta Hawks. You could also look at his PRAs as well. I don't mind his PRA look. He's done very well in that department as well. 4 out of his last 6 to the PRAs. Oh, that's the thing. Sometimes Smart doesn't shoot the ball, and that's the thing for me. It's like, I don't want to rely on a guy that may or may not take shots for the most part. I mean, there's some certain situations where, like, if he's had a ton of success or it's a great matchup, but The points isn't really the greatest part about this matchup. So love it there for number 2 pick, Marcus Smart, over 9.5 rebounds plus assists at plus 110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are rolling with the under 218.5 points in the Pistons-Wizards game at minus 110 odds. So guys, 5 of the last 6 meetings here have gone under this amount, with the only one that hit was at 221 that went over. Last time these two teams met, which wasn't that long ago, a couple weeks back, here in Washington, it was 103-94 Wizards, so 197 there. So that's 20 points off the mark, so I like seeing that, obviously. And both these two teams over the last 10 games are bottom 10 in pace. The Pistons are 23rd in pace, and the Wizards are 29th in pace over the last 10 games, which is very significant. We've seen the Wizards be at both ends of the spectrum, though. It's crazy. They'll play a game where it's like 150. Each team had 150 there versus the Spurs. That game went to overtime, but still, crazy amount of points in that game. Then you'll see a game like the Cavaliers game where it was 92-86. 178 points. So that's absolutely crazy to me. Just how the contrast in points that they can go through. But overall, between these two teams, I really do like the under. It speaks the under. The matchup data, the pace. 3 of the last 5 Pistons games have gone under. 2 of the last 5 Wizards games have gone under. The ones that went over there in the Wizards game, 2 of those were at 221 and 220. So obviously still very close. And over the last 10 games, these teams have not been scoring the basketball very good. The Pistons scoring 105.3 points per game. That's 29th in the NBA. And the Wizards scoring 107.6 per game over the last 10. That's 25th in the NBA. And that's with that outlier game that we had there versus the Spurs as well. So you got to take that into account. Over the last 10 games, the Wizards have allowed 111.3 points per game. That's 13th best, actually, in the NBA. Pistons have allowed 116.5 points per game. That's 21st. So, obviously, that's not great. If you were to average that out, you're actually left around this mark here at 218.5. But like I said, I love the matchup data, and I love the pace. Those are the big things. I like that the Pistons have gotten healthier, bringing back Jeremy Grant, Olynyk. I think definitely helps them on the defensive end as well. They've played a lot better, too. I was actually originally looking at the Pistons spread here. But, last time, same factors, and the Wizards won by 9. So I couldn't ship it there on the Pistons spread, even though I wanted to. But I love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, under 218.5 points here in the Pistons-Wizards game at minus 110 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Really pumped up about that, guys. We're going to do our parlay giveaway once we hit 4,000 subscribers again. So really looking forward to that. It has been an absolutely fun ride here at the channel. We're on a 60, 29, and 1 run. So we've been doing good in that department. Coming off a 3-1 episode yesterday. And just to give you guys some perspective on the record you guys see on the screen, we did start the season a bit cold. I actually started the season 18-29 overall, so we've rallied since then, and our player props were behind. We've brought those back, and we've been on a nice run in player props. And obviously, sometimes you got to make mid-season adjustments. You got to find what's working and what's not working, and you got to make adjustments, and that's been part of what's gone on here in the season. But I've appreciated all your guys' support here at the channel. Like I said, we'll be back likely here on Thursday, likely off tomorrow on Wednesday. But like I said, if we could somehow get a video up tomorrow, I will. But likely back on Thursday. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter as well. It's where we post additional plays. That's where it's easiest, I'd say, to see them. I post them in the YouTube in the pinned comments. I post them on Discord. I post them on Twitter. So hopefully in one of those spots you guys could see them. I posted one out yesterday and it hit, which is the Kobe White for plus value. So I'm not afraid of plus value at all, guys. You'll notice we have 2 of our 3 picks here are plus value today. That's what I want. If I could do that every day, I'd do it every day. I have no problem with that. Our plus value picks have actually, done fairly solid when we've taken them. So I love the slate today, guys. I really do. I know the odds look scary. I know you can look at the odds and go, I don't know, Steve. Those odds, plus odds. I'm scared of plus odds. I'm not scared of plus odds at all. You'll never find that with me. If we could get plus odds, we're going to get plus odds. So I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys cash all of your bets as well. We want to make that green. We want to beat the books today. Let's get the 3-0. Appreciate all of you as always. Until next time, We'll likely see you on Thursday, and we will catch you guys all then. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.